Can Gandhi's Mukt Congress be possible? A dissent within the Congress over the party leadership has triggered a virtual split. A letter purportedly written by 23 senior Congress leaders, to which stalwarts like Kapil Sibal, Ghulam Nabi Azad, and Anand Sharma were signatories, was taken up for discussion at the Congress Working Committee meeting. And the meeting was chaired by none other than the interim party president, Sonia Gandhi. Interestingly, the drama begins here, where the interim president, Sonia Gandhi, offers to resign and she herself rejects it after some leaders like Dr. Manmohan Singh and A.K. Antony's insistence. In fact, the party presidentship bounced back into her lap after none other than her own son resigned soon after the party's humiliating defeat at the hands of BJP in the last year Lok Sabha polls. The drama that played out at the CWC virtual meeting also had resignation threats and quick withdrawals too. This was when one of the party's legal luminary, Kapil Sibal, and unquestionable loyalists like Ghulam Nabi Azad were accused of acting to help BJP interests by Rahul Gandhi. While Sibal took the social media route to express his displeasure, tweeting such an insult is unpardonable, then Azad took pains to defend their decision to demand for party's overhaul in the larger interest. In his tweet, Sibal reminded Rahul how he fought to ensure party to remain in power when some legislators led by Sachin Pilot raised a banner of revolt. That Rahul's ignorance of facts is also evident for turning a blind eye of his senior party colleague Sibal's successful efforts in postponing the apex court of Supreme Court's Ayodhya verdict beyond 2019 polls. Had the apex court pronounced the verdict ahead of 2019 polls, a whitewash of Congress party would not have been ruled out. As far as Ghulam Nabi Azad's loyalty is concerned, as a leader in the Rajya Sabha, he defended none other than Sonia and her son Rahul Gandhi in the indefensible National Herald case where it figured in both the houses of parliament. Look at who supported Sonia Gandhi's continuation as party chief. They are former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, who presided over a series of scams during his second stint in office, and the Defence Minister A.K. Antony, who religiously followed the diktat of the Gandhis to stall the purchase of fighter jet Rafale from France and also neglect infrastructure projects on Indo-China borders. This notwithstanding the fact that 23 of their colleagues, who include young Turks like Milind Deora from Maharashtra and Jitin Prasada from UP, are demanding for party's total overhaul. Interestingly, such an open dissent or revolt within the Congress is not new. Post-independence, much against the majority members' opposition, Pandit Nehru was foisted as party president by none other than Mahatma Gandhi, and later as country's first Prime Minister of independent India in 1947. Yes, overlooking the clear majority of provinces supporting Sardar Patel's candidature as Prime Minister. Similarly, after the dark days of emergency, Congress was split for the first time post-independence when the party chief Kasu Brahmananda Reddy expelled Indira Gandhi from the party. That was in 1978. After that formal split, the Congress did exist as two groups, one being called as Reddy Congress and the other Indira Congress. This was followed by another split in 1999 when senior Congress leader and Prime Ministerial aspirant Sharad Pawar was expelled for raising the foreign origin issue of Sonia Gandhi. The party sacked two other senior Congress leaders, P.A. Sagma, former Lok Sabha Speaker, and Tariq Anwar, along with Pawar for the same reason. The party further had seen yet another split in 2012 when Mamta Banerjee walked out to form her own regional outfit, Trinamool Congress, in her native West Bengal state. The firebrand Mamta, interestingly, also succeeded in defeating the CPIM-led government in 2016 polls. In that backdrop, the Gandhi dynasty is becoming irrelevant in Indian politics is loud and clear now. More and more senior Congress leaders are quite unhappy with the party leadership is evident from recent developments. The fresh casualty that the party suffered was in Madhya Pradesh. This was when it could prevent Jyotira Aditya Scindia, who was instrumental in helping the party come back to power. The leadership turned down his claim for chief minister post and foisted the dynast's choice, Kamal Nath, who was one among the accused in the Delhi Sikh riots. As a result, in less than a year, the Kamal Nath-led Congress government lost power as Scindia walked out of the party with more than a dozen MLAs. However, similar setback was somehow averted. This was due to another young Turk, Sachin Pilot, who was with another 25 rebels who wanted to follow his counterpart Scindia in Rajasthan. Though he raised a banner for revolt against his better-known Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, yet he failed as his calculations had gone awry. He could not retain 25 legislators' support that he claimed while revolting. Shroot Gehlot plays his cards well to keep his flock together and forced Pilot to retreat. Otherwise, Pilot not only risked his own political career, but also those 18 who remained with him, as Gehlot camp was well equipped to disqualify them under anti-defection law. What does the recent developments within the party convey? All is not well in the Congress, and 23 of its leaders were genuine to ask for party's overhaul in its best interests. While Sonia Gandhi's health issues become a cause of concern, then reluctance and ignorance of Rahul Gandhi is ruining the party's image further. His foot-and-mouth comments against BJP, especially Prime Minister Narendra Modi, further eroded party's image as well as credibility. Hence, some of these leaders are of the firm opinion that the party needs a total overhaul. Many political analysts also feel if Dynasty were allowed to continue to head the dying Congress, then there is no hope for its revival in near future. And it will also help Modi and his BJP to further consolidate its position. Hence, many profess Gandhi Mukt Congress is the only solution in sight. In that context, the party needs new full-time leadership if it at all wants to challenge Modi's unstoppable juggernaut. Ideal candidates may either be Sachin Pilot or Shashi Tharoor. Many political analysts also feel time has come for both mother and son to graciously step down and make room for smooth takeover by young and dynamic leaders. Such a change alone can help revive the party. People are vexed with Gandhi resignation dramas and demand for their continuance by some regional leaders as party chiefs. Gandhi's decision to hand over the party's reins to dummies like Dr. Manmohan Singh or Kharge also prove foolhardy. This is MS Purti for Orange News 9 TV.
For unbiased, accurate and in-depth news analysis, watch Orange News 9 TV on YouTube. Subscribe. Press bell icon, like, comment and share. Edited and promoted by seasoned journalist M.S. Shankar.